Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Chris, and welcome to Coffee with Chris for November. I don't know if I should say the date or not, because then if you go back and watch this a long time ago, it might not sound as relevant. But it won't, because I'm giving you some information that we are going to talk about what's going on. If you'll recall, in one of the last videos, I read an outline for a new story that I plan for next year. And someone said, well, when is it out? And it made me think about how I'm going to organize what we're doing. So, for example, I was going to read this outline today, but what I found myself doing was procrastinating, not because I didn't want to talk to you guys or tell you what's going on, but because I didn't know where to start. I've got so many things. I mean, remember my 10 ideas a day notebook? Look at that. February 2017, 2018. I mean, and I'm not going to sit and read all of it to you. That was upside down. But I found myself looking for reasons not to sit down and record a video. I would tell myself, well, I have to get the right script to read, or I have to get the right outline to read. And it just reminds me of something. You have to take action. No one is going to see the video you don't make. No one is going to see all the stuff you talk about doing but never do. And this reminded me of an email that I sent to you guys, or I sent out an email to a newsletter a year ago, 18 months ago, where I said I was going to be making one video per day. And had I been doing that over the course of just a year, I would have 360 videos. Let's take 20 of those out for vacation because, we go baseball tournaments and stuff like that. That's 300 videos, 300 hours, minutes of stuff that we could have been talking about. So I was talking to a mentor of mine and said, hey, well, this is the problem I'm having. I'm an expert at procrastination. I'm an expert at having a lot of ideas and irons in the fire at the same time. What do I do? And he said, everybody loves Spider-Man. Yeah, I love Spider-Man. I love Batman. Batman's my favorite. And he said, tell an origin story. Just talk to people and tell them a story. And I have written it down in a newsletter, but I haven't talked about it in a video. And it just blew my mind when we were talking about that. And then I said, well, what about, the cooking show idea and what, I need to go get ingredients. I need to do this and camera and blah, blah, blah. And he said, the phone you're recording your origin story on, where you talk about how in 2015 you were working at a great company, making six figures a year and leading a team of 54 people who, the majority of them loved you. There were, the few outliers who didn't really like my style. And then I shifted over, got let go because of corporate consolidation. And since I've left, I know the team has knocked down to like 8 people. And even the special division that I built up with the help of those 54 people has now just gone away. But anyway, I found myself looking for work and no one would hire me because I was at that level where one more step up and I would be headhunted off the face of the earth. And then one step down and I'd already been there, but I was willing to go back there to do it at another company. But I was also 45 and decided, I'm going to try to make a go of my writing business because no one was calling me back for interviews. Which, funny enough, I get even now. If I apply for a job, they're like, well, yeah. Anyway, my point being, the origin was in 2015, I found myself unemployed and looking for work. And I had a desk full, boxes full of stuff that I'd written. And I thought, well, you know what? I've got this story idea that I've been playing around with. And I took an old script from the drawer or the box, and I turned it into a book. And it's called Moon Men, and you can find it on Amazon. And I got some good reviews. I also got some bad reviews because I deserved it. The writing was amateurish and horrible, and well, horrible's not a great way to describe it, but it was amateurish. And I needed a lot of practice, and so I did, to the point where I have 60 plus books on Amazon now. I'm a pulp fiction writer, and I make money writing about zombies and aliens and spies and those three series. Oh, and magic. That's my new stuff. But that first one did okay, and I kept having an idea in the back of my head of what I wanted to do. And it's right about the time that The Walking Dead was blowing up, and I thought, man, this is the time to hit on my story, which was about a dad who, he's divorced, his kids live elsewhere, and he has to go find them in a zombie-filled wasteland. And my whole idea of it was about people. If we're in a zombie-filled wasteland, zombies are there and they're dangerous, but people are more dangerous. And so that was my tagline. He's trying to survive in a world where zombies aren't the worst thing to survive. And he's trying to find his kids. How would you find your kids if everything you knew, every social structure you knew, everything broke down? And I wrote this story, and I kept writing it. 12 books later, this guy has his kids, and now he's just working hard to keep them safe. And it's my number one second bestseller, because my first bestseller was Aliens. And again, I was watching a World War II movie, and I thought, man, what would we do if aliens invaded? And then I had this cowboy adventure story in mind, and I wrote it with aliens, and created the Beachhead series. And it resonated with military science fiction. Bam! Which leads me to today, the origin story of Old Magic. Longmire, from Craig Johnson, one of my favorite series. What would happen if he wasn't just the sheriff of Absaroka County? What if he was the sheriff of the border of a reservation where we took all of the indigenous people, because they were more magic than the settlers of the United States were, and moved them up into a reservation? So history doesn't change, just the reason for history changes. And I wrote this quick story called Old Magic, which you can get for free. And if you join it's on Amazon, but I'll give you a free copy if you write a comment. And I'll reach out to you and we'll make it happen. And it really resonated with people. So part of what I want to do here is just to tell you, one, just do it. Whatever you think about doing, do it. I'm going to bring it back to the cooking show. When I told the guy about the idea for the cooking show and how I wrote down an outline for it and blah, 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 do you know what he said? Take your camera. You have the camera that you're shooting this video on, and make a video in your kitchen. He said, it's going to suck. Who cares? Put it up. And then he showed me a video on YouTube of a chef. It's a guy, 30s, beard, hipster looking dude. He cooks food in his kitchen. And it started off with him in his kitchen, and he made, 50 videos or something, all these dishes. And then he linked in the comments on how he's going to do this. And he started a group where they got special recipes and stuff like that. He has grown it into a $12 million per year business. Now, we don't know how much he gets to keep, but my gosh, whatever your idea is, whatever you want to do, if you have a phone and access to the internet, just get started. Don't procrastinate like me. Don't look for excuses or reasons not to get started. It's the one thing I wish I would have done 5 years ago is more little things, more short stories, more videos on this. I wish I would have been on TikTok 5 years ago doing stupid dances because I can't. Well, I mean, good luck finding a DJ who can move like this. You know what I'm saying? But get started. That's Coffee with Chris this morning. It's your little dose of motivation, your little dose of going, you know what? If this idiot can do it, I can do it too. Um, and I don't think I'm an idiot. I think that I'm a guy who works 80 hours a week, really, really hard, just trying to make stuff happen. And I want you on this journey with me. So let's go. All right. My coffee's getting cold, but I hope yours isn't. Click in the comments. Let me know what's going on in your life. I'd like to hear from you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.